just gotta say how much it sucks that this whole thing is happening at the same time as cold and flu season and allergy season. Alright. Welcome back. See, now I've got something stuck in my throat, and everyone thinks that I've got this stupid, virus. Oh, man. Welcome back. Thanks for joining me. So I got doors and windows open, which probably isn't helping things with all the pollen flying around. So you might hear the highway in the background. Birds singing, construction, all that fun stuff. Oh my goodness. I swear it wasn't like this right before I started streaming. Shoot. Sorry about that. Every time I think it's gone, it's still there. But I can tell it's much better. Oh. So right now I'm basically just getting these dimensions swirled nice and clean. So last thing we want is contractor laughing at us. Because we don't know what we're doing. Goodness. That didn't seem to help right there, did it? It's, I mean, in your professional career, you'll have plenty of chance to use it. So it's not the end of the world. I wasn't using Revit when I was in school, so. And truthfully, there's a really good chance, because if you think about it, Revit's not new. It's starting its end life in terms of how long it's been in the industry. So there's a really good chance that you're probably going to end up coming across the new technology and the software that blows Revit out of the water. Who knows? Honestly, when Google owned SketchUp, I was very interested in learning SketchUp to work with on projects, and I was really excited when Trim bought it, that they would do something with it that made it more, not like Revit, but more informative, so that when you put an object down, you knew that it was a wall, and that it was something that was built on site, so you could pick that piece apart and say, hey, this wall is a sandwich of 5 different items, and here's what they are, and here's what we can find in CSI, link them to a spec book and all that fun stuff. But they haven't done that, and it's frustrating. Hopefully that's better. Thanks for letting me know. It's hard for me to tell because the music in my headphones is different than the music that's being piped out. In terms of volume, maybe I don't need this one. I think that's what it is. Is it still too loud? I'm gonna need another section right here, probably. I feel like this needs to be at a larger scale. I think that's what I'm going to do. It's a half-inch. Let's move this out of the way for now. I didn't mean to do that. This will make no sense now. By inner. Need to put a note up here. Contractor to verify. Structural integrity of existing systems prior to removal of those. Huh. Guess I can bring this out to match this. Interior laws from section on both sides. That remaining was for application. Also need
There's another section right here. I should actually probably just do this. Should I do it inside the dimension line? I think it needs to be outside the dimension line. Maybe the dimension gets a little closer too. There we go. Make sure that gets through there. Remove section of wall to go each side. This would be better if required. Let's do. Oh goodness! What did you just do? There we go. And what we need to do. How do we transition laminate? So we need some kind of transition right here. Resistant paint, laminate. Transition. Not really sure what that looks like. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. I'm gonna put some text here. Existing paint. Repair for laminate application. I have to think about how that works also. Already got that right there. Not sure how that works. I have to look into that. This is where that's going to be interesting, because it's going to be, if I do a quarter round, it does something different here. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do about that yet. Alright, I do need section through here. Oh, for crying out loud. Somebody's got something going on the grill. Yeah, we don't need to show that one. Yes, it is just Valor's turn. By the way, if you're still watching, I am curious, did I fix the music? Is my voice louder than the music now? What is this? This is a section. It shouldn't be a building section. It's not a building section. It should be more like a wall section. Same thing with this. Shouldn't be a building section, should be a section. It's actually more of a detail. Good. Oh boy. That doesn't look like the section that I just made. Here we go. Okay, let's see. Four inches. That should actually vary. We're going to need to route the AV through here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them put in one of these things. AV pop-up outlets. It's like this, but it has HDMI and stuff in it. Although that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. This is a surface-mounted pop-up outlet with a UI charging top. Huh. HDMI. Got redundancy here in my dimensions. Do that. I don't know that we actually need plate heights. Namely that I accidentally did a wall. I think we're gonna go like this, and then I don't want to call this out. Wow. Wood, laminate, surfaces, typical. Ornamental, railing to fill, new opening, verify, take, owner. Oh, come on. Oh, thickest than sets. We have something that matches. This is what we're trying to match. That's pretty close. Maybe a little bit lighter, something like this. Let's get. Oh, wait. I picked the wrong one. Cafe, latte. We don't need a moisture control system since it's inside. But this is intriguing. We don't need a moisture resistance barrier, so we can literally lay these grids out, put the brick on top, and then mortar on top of it. Not necessarily. Not sure why you wouldn't be able to use this in warm. What's up, Amanda? Talking about my online class? Being too shy? Oh, they're just not used to talking to their computer. It takes someone who cusses at their computer regularly to not be shy while talking to their computer. I guess you're right. I don't know if you're right or not. I'm assuming you are. You know what you're talking about. Now you can see why they're professors instead of practitioners. That's funny. So, what I'm curious about is whether or not this can be used without the moisture system. Does it require... I'm gonna chat with these guys. Yeah, because it's an interior application, so I don't want. I don't need the. So like this shows that it's a moisture resistance barrier, and I don't need that. I have a question about your DMG system for a thin fabric installation. Does it require a moisture barrier system for interior applications? First, though, good afternoon. How are you doing today? What do we think? Is Natalia a bot, or is Natalia an actual person? Let's see what she says. Thin set brick installation to match. Oh goodness. What? Thin set brick installation to match existing brick. Verify selection with owner prior to installation. And honestly, if we can use that DMG system, it's not going to be a whole lot thicker than what we've already got. Let's see, no way sure it's not a preference. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Cricket. No, I think that is all. Going to be speccing this in a residential revolve. And we wanted to verify prior to some box. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I don't see why you can't either, but I always like checking with the manufacturers. They love talking to us, because when they're talking to us, that means that we're wanting to use their product. May her maketh the man. That's a great quote from a great movie. In this industry, you chat with someone else and someone you type all in cap letters. They all understand. Yes, they do, but I still like to be considerate. Manners maketh man. So Amanda, are you Brickett? Are you weathering the COVID-19 pandemic? By the way, I've decided that 2020 is the ironic year to have an iconic year for me, so I'm keeping the beard all year long. I have decided that. Let's see here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to call this Brickett. What's the thickness? I mean, I think it's literally the thickness is the thickness of the brick, because that track surely can't provide that much thickness. this. Half an inch. And I think that's what I put on here. Half an inch. Let's do 3/4. Call it safe. Brick it. Inset brick cafe latte. Color cafe latte or similar. Let's go ahead and do this. Oh, well, thank you. One thing you learned in school, newly, is... Can't wait to see the rest of that sentence. And I don't think I realized that you were still in school. I thought you had finished. Or did you go back? Maybe I knew that you went back to school. I'm not sure. Ah, yes, spec numbers. Yep, if you know the spec numbers, that does help. Like if you know what division it's in. One thing I do need is I've got to figure out That makes sense. Technician's more like a drafter, technologist is more like a facade designer. How are they going to build these shelves? I want to put, what were we doing with these shelves? There was something that I saw in, I believe, it's either their pictures or my pictures. Whoa. I don't know what that was, it just flew over, but it was big. All right. I don't think it was. Oh, maybe it was this. It was this. So the lighting. I think we want to put lighting top and bottom. So what I want to do. Man, we could go really cool with this right here. We could hook the color changing lights to their TV so that ambient color behind the TV matches the what's on the TV, I think that would be pretty cool. I'd have to look into that to see. LED lighting to match TV ambient color. There's a way to do this. And I think it's something like this. Yeah. I think that would be pretty freaking cool. So, what does that look like? I think that is going to be interesting. I'm doing okay. I got hit a couple days ago by something that wasn't COVID. I swear. Everyone's pretty sure it was not. I never had a fever, I just had severe sinus issues. And, yeah, other than that, I'm doing pretty good. So, this looks like, jeez, what does this look like? It's gonna be... something like this. With an LED strip there and there. I think I might have to that thin set brick is going to have to stop at each of these shelves. Is it? Man, am I going to be able to do this? So here's what's going to have to happen. It's going to have to be something like this. Right? So I'm either going to have to make this really thick, in order to get these shelves to be usable. I'm going to have to think about this for a bit. What I might need to do is just get the bid set out. LED strip lighting, top and bottom. To wash brick. And then do we put an LED out front to wash whatever is sitting in there? See, the thing that bothers me about this is that this is not going to work. It's going to have to be thicker in order. I'm going to have to find some good systems for this. I'm going to have to look at details for this, because right now that is not going to work. And what I need to do, I'll do a cut profile here. Will you let me do a cut profile? Well, that's interesting. I wonder how that works. Okay, so I can do it there. Huh. Okay. We'll just do this. See how many times I can click the wrong thing. Because we don't want the LED to be visible. Someone had to look up what a yard was. Wow. New unit shoving. So the question is, I'm going to bring this all down here, and I'm going to put a note. That's just silly. Copy. And let's just do this. What was it called? Dream Screen LED backlights. Dream Screen LED ambient backlight. Verify compatibility with prior to purchase. I don't like that crosses that, but we're gonna be okay with it for now. Can you share some architectural cute moment YouTube video? Sure. So there's a reviewing committee of adjustment hearing us some really cute moment from architect and the house owner. Alright. What did I guess? About 3/4 of an inch? Maybe half an inch? Like this. They wanted it to be, it was funny cubit. But no one around me who is not in architecture industry. Okay, so everyone in architecture industry found it funny? Here, let's see. Hold on. Come on, music. Alright.
In discussions with the owner, I am encouraging them to delete that deck and put a guard across the door at the back dormer of the 3rd floor. We don't need to use that deck. The occupant of the dwelling is not going to use the deck more than twice a year, and it's an unnecessary expense that our budget really can't handle. So are we going to delete the deck? Yes, we're going to delete the deck and put a guard across that back door.
No, if you look at the roof plan that they've submitted, there's a very large deck. And I was just checking. I was checking the wood guard against what planning would ask for, which is normally 1.5 meters.
Yeah, I understand that.
But
Yeah.
if you're not going to have the wood deck, that's even better because there is a privacy issue.
Yes.
I guess the question I have for my colleagues on the panel is if there isn't a wood deck, do we need to?
Yeah.
I think that that's.
Yeah, we're gonna do that, right? We're in this meeting. We're doing that. Yeah, we're doing that. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Well, that did not go to that then. I'm just going to do this for now. Alright. Apparently, media controls on my keyboard do not work for Firefox. Do I really have the top bigger than the bottom? Oh my goodness. Let's do 1 foot on bottom. There we go. Now, I'm trying to remember, I think they wanted swinging doors with pullouts, but here's the thing. I think the owners wanted like cabinet doors with pull-out stuff, but like if you open a door, that means you're having to stand in front of it, which means when you pull that tray out, you still can't get to anything in the back. So I think if you just pull the drawer out, you can stand next to it, because if the door is open, you can't even stand next to it. Does that make sense? I feel like it just needs to be one or the other, not both. They want doors that swing open and pull out trays. Toe kick depth to match existing. I'm gonna point to this right here. Base molding and legs to match existing wall dimensions, but not need for additional flooring. So, okay. Revit 2020, and we still have the same text issue that we had in Revit 2016, where it likes to not type sometimes. Should we just do that instead of having it out here? I don't think so. I'm gonna take it off that one. I think so, but I'm not sure. Nothing's really sure yet. I'm thinking that maybe I have to do my taxes first. I'm going to get rid of shadows on this. Oh, jeez. I don't know. Like, I know that it's needed, but man, that's. I mean, you're starting to put trillions of dollars of debt into the economy. I think it's going to come back to bite us. These both need to be half-inch as well. Let's come over here. This drawing does not read very well at all. What is this? I'm also going to need an electrical. I think, so I know this sounds petty, but the most frustrating thing about the whole COVID thing is that we now have a new verb, Zoom. Everyone is Zooming. Whatever. You know, when everyone wanted voice or video phones, no one would buy them. And they, you know, and I guess it's because we didn't have a verb for it. But now that we're Zooming, everyone wants video phones. And I guess the other thing that, well, it's the tool that everyone's using for their online classes. And I don't know, I guess the other thing that's frustrating about this whole thing is that for years, Democrats, and I don't want this to be a Democrats versus Republican things, but Democrats have wanted to just give money to people to help. And the Republicans have been, maybe we shouldn't spend that much money. But now that the government's like, okay, we need to do something to keep people, like, you know, where they can feed their families while nobody's working. Let's give people money. And the Democrats are, whoa, hold on a second. And it's just frustrating to see that type of game being played when there's obviously such an issue. It doesn't make sense to me. And it's frustrating. I'm not sure what my work is going to do. I'm not sure what how my family's going to do. I'm actually, we'll be okay. because my parents live close. If something were to devastate, something devastating were to happen, we have plenty of family support, so I'm not worried about that. I'm more worried about what it means for everything coming, down the road. What does it mean for the way my kids are going to have to live? Like right now, they're talking about there might not be school for the rest of the year. Right now, we're halfway through we're halfway through the first week of 2 weeks when it's closed, and I have a feeling we're going to close it for even longer. Because I have a feeling at that 2 weeks is when things are going to start peaking, and the numbers are going to still be rising, and they're going to be like, we're just going to close it for another 2 weeks. And then I think at that point, you're only a month away from the typical dismissal date for schools. So I have a feeling that my kids aren't going to finish school this year, and does that mean they have to repeat that grade? Does that mean that seniors don't graduate? I know there's some people who were watching earlier, maybe still watching, who were thinking, they're like, I have a thesis to defend. What the crap am I going to do with that? So, I don't know. I think there's a lot of... I think my dad put it pretty well. He said, it's going to feel very post 9/11 for a while. And I think he's right. I think it's going to feel that way for a while. But then I think it's going to normalize. We'll either have a new norm or... man, this really doesn't look like it's parallel. But I know it is. So anyway, yeah, I think there's going to be some good things that come out of it too. I think a lot of people are going to realize that they are capable of doing things outside of corporate environments, and I think so. I saw someone post the other day. Here are some companies that started in 2008 during the last major economic recession. And you have things like Airbnb, PayPal, all these companies that are big now. Uber started in 2008. So you've got all these things that are happening that I think will be for good. I think it'll also make people realize how dependent they are on commercial economics, and I think you're going to see an increase in self-sustainable living. Not in the sense of people are going to buy sustainable houses, but more in the sense people, I think, are going to start planting gardens. I think people are going to start living slightly healthier lives. And I think a lot of that will go back to a norm. But I think it'll become more of a norm to have a healthier life than it has been in the past. I think people taking care of themselves is going to be a thing. People are going to realize that self-care is important once they realize that, oh crap, all this rest at home, I actually feel decent, And I think work from home, get rich quick scams are going to be on the rise too. That's a low-hanging fruit. That's an easy one to predict. I don't know what I'm going to do about these faux beans. And what about these? Let's take some of this and put those. Excuse me. Goodness. Put those over here as well. Oh, piece of crap. 4 of them. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Oh, let's see. It's good to finally see a blue sky, too. So I'm having to lean in and see that. See a rich blue sky, to be honest. I don't know if you're talking because it is bright blue outside. I don't know if I can... I mean, it is a gorgeous day outside, which is why I have both my window and door open. But yeah, it is really nice. Yeah. Just a few like thin clouds in the sky. It's supposed to get windy later on. But yeah, it's beautiful outside. Let's see, ornamental railing. We need this note too. We need a note. Verify color with owners prior to installation. I hate to hear that. Is it Halcal? Haikai? I can't tell in this chat if those are L's or I's, and I can't remember from Discord. Let's see, scrolling up. Oh, you're not online. I'm a bit embarrassed that I don't know. Let's see, Haikai. You just, I don't know if you capitalize the I's in your YouTube name or if it's just doing that in the chat. You bought a full frame mirrorless camera body. Congrats! Can't wait to see the pictures. Well, you can shoot anything except things that are far away with a 50mm lens. That gets to the set blue wood laminate. That's going to be such a pain to brick. I was really thinking that they would be able to just do the brick and then pop the shelves on it. And maybe they can still. Blue wood laminate, verify colors. Owner, shelving and dividers. LED strip lights, top and bottom. I don't think that's what I really want. Yeah, it's kind of what I figured. So is it Haikai? AK? Let's see what Google says. Well, typically there's a little thing here that, let's see here. Google.com. Tilt shift lens. Alright. Hi, Kai. Gotcha. Also known as So I think what I want to do is I want to bring all of this down just a little bit. When you get rich, you know, you can always just rent the tilt shift lens for when you really need it. Bring that out to here. Bring this down. And that way, we can do this. Forward beams. Match new ceiling. That's not. Oh, it did work. And then we're going to do this as well. It's more fun than not having a tilt shift lens ever. And if you, I think if you rent a lens, like if you rent it for a week or 2 weeks or something like that, the rental price goes towards purchasing it. And if it's like a used lens or something like that, you can usually get a pretty good deal on it from, I think it's lensrental.com or something like that. See, and I feel like the ceiling panel is going to be, it's either going to be plates that are run across or it's going to be laminated. Is that right? I think you can rent it for a lot less than that. Hold on a second. Is it borrow lenses? No. I don't think it was lens rentals. It was lens rentals. And I don't know what body you got, so maybe that's the difference. Oh, well that's the problem, is you're going to a rental shop. You need to go like lensrentals.com or something like that. Let's see here, wide angle. It is a Rokinon tilt shift, and I believe the one that I got was this guy right here, is a 24mm, so $56 for a week. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's international. Let's see. So for Canon, hold on, computer. Photo, Canon, lenses. side angle. Oh, they've got tilt shift down there. I don't know what's available, so I'm just going to do tilt shift. Wide angle. So they have the Canon, which is more expensive. That's $100 for the day, for the week. And Canon TS, which is much better. Maybe if I pick Rokinon. There's the 24mm, $56 for 7 days. And let's see, shipping rates. I don't know what your zip code is. Toronto, Canada. What do I put in for is international shipping? I'm guessing you don't have zip codes. Let's see. Oh. Alright, we'll see. Shipments. It does not like that. Surely they do, though. But if they don't, maybe one of these other ones does. Shipping. They do not ship internationally, so I wonder if that's going to be an issue. Lens rentals, borrow lenses. Rent, shoot, return. You might have to check and see. Well, that stinks. Maybe you call them and say, hey, how do I get your lenses? New ceiling panel. I should probably dimension that. Yeah. Let's make this 6 inches. Actually, I feel like it should be like 4 inches. And let's make this like 4 inches as well. We're gonna have to stop getting lunch here soon. All right. Um. Move the whole thing back. It does. There we go. If you want to be lazy, just use the same note from another drawing. I could do this. I think this is going to be enough for now. I don't really want to move that. Why does this keep doing that? I wonder if moving this over and putting some notes on this side would be helpful. Laminate to edge of existing wall. Transition strip. I still need electrical. Still need electrical. I need to show. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Roof for 89-inch television by owner. I need a note in here about providing electrical. Why can't I click outside of that? Provide electrical. Oh man. Maybe wiring. Existing AV equipment. Verify connections with the owner. Is there an existing switch? I think there's an existing switch. I think this right here goes to provide electrical and AV wiring for existing equipment, verify connections with owner. Use existing electrical where possible. Routes AV from cabinets to upper wall TV connection through wall. We can put it that'll make that a little bit more even. Provide electrical and AV wiring for existing AV equipment. Notes back of wall for TV connections through wall. Verify connections with the owner who uses existing electrical where possible. What's today? 25th. I think we're going to see if this flies. I think we've got a pretty good set here. Let's see, construction. Verified question about substrate. It is not able to be rock. Alright. So I think I don't think that it needs to be stamped. I'm gonna go ahead and stamp it. gonna print this. And I think what I'm going to do is, oh man, full, mirrorless. Okay, well, I guess I'm not going to have to guess. Good job. I was going to say Sony because they're pretty, pretty well known for their mirrorless bodies, but. Nice. So, good set. You know what I should do is I should at least put LED strip lighting, reuse existing lighting electrical, and switch location. Okay, let's print that again. Did I close it? I think I closed it. Unresistible? Yeah, it's not too bad. All right. Did I not put remove existing cabinets on here? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what the crap. Oh, my mouse macros are not working. That's what's going on. Alright, there we go. And then I need to say remove existing cabinets. Goodness. All right. Save that. Let's get this out the door. Take care, man. I'm actually going to be off for about an hour or so while I eat some lunch and take care of a few things, and then I'll be back later this afternoon to finish up another project. And yeah. So this looks good. I think we're good to send this, and then I'll be back later this afternoon. So appreciate everyone watching. I'll post again when I put it when I start streaming again. Hope everyone's doing well. Take care of yourselves, and we'll talk to everyone later.